back with another vlog. I got into my Chevy Impala. The car just doesn't want to start. I guess today's plan is going to change a little bit. You know, sometimes that just happens, you know. You can't let that hold you down. You can't let that get to you, you know. That's just life, you know. It is what it is. Why don't you go readjust that schedule, you know. So I'm going to try this one more time while we're on live, and let's see what happens. Yeah. As an entrepreneur, sometimes you have to, sometimes you have to make things happen for your family, and you have to adjust your schedule on the fly. That's the reason why I became an entrepreneur, is because I wanted to be able to spend time with my family. I wanted to be able to have freedom of schedule, have control of my life. You know what I'm saying? But, in life sometimes, as an entrepreneur, it just could get kind of rough when you're not consistent, when you're not disciplined, and sometimes when you try to be that way, certain things like this happen to where now we have to pivot and adjust and kind of recalibrate. I might have to have my mobile mechanic come pull up on me and get this car back running. It's just the cost of doing this entrepreneurial business. I'm going to try to start this car one last time. I hope I don't destroy the engine by doing this. I don't know, but let's see. That car is crying. That car is crying. Okay, so yeah, you have to laugh it off. You have to laugh about certain things, all right? So I'm not doing Uber today, and let's just see how this day goes. We're going to pivot, and we're going to try to see what we can do in terms of making money, because sometimes, hey, you can't drive. Hey, sometimes the plans change. Let's see what else we can do. Another option I'm thinking about right now is doing some real estate. I know that as I was driving yesterday, I was driving past a few houses that looked like I drove past this burnt down house, and I'm gonna get out of this car. It's freezing in here right now, so I can't believe I'm still making this video. I'm like wild today, Let's get involved in some real estate. And like I said, I was driving past some houses yesterday, and I drove past this house that was burnt down, and this house that was burnt down, I don't know, it just looked like it was like abandoned. Nobody was trying to fix it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give that homeowner a call. And I'm going to try to see if we can maybe see what's up with that. To see if maybe we can help him out. Because I know that sounds kind of crazy. Like, why would I do that? Like, who does that? But I'm going to see, like, what's up with that house. And as I was driving through that same neighborhood, there was, like, multiple boarded up homes on that block. And it was in a prime, like, neighborhood. It was just interesting. I saw some houses that were fully remodeled, but I also saw some houses that were like boarded up, and like I said, that house was completely burnt down. So I'm like, I wonder who owns that, and if they have a plan on getting that fixed. So let's go online, right? Because it seems like that's where most people are making their money nowadays, is online. Like, I'm out here in the cold driving Uber like I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything like that, but hey, I've been doing this for 6 years, but maybe there's a better way. Because what do you do when you're an Uber driver and your car breaks down, right? Sometimes I have to find a way to make a way out of nothing. All we can do is become better and smarter and more adaptable. So car broke down today after I just spent money on it yesterday. Not sure what to do, but not sure if I should sell this car, if I should get it fixed, because I've already put some money into it. If I should get a rental car, or if I should just I had a terrible thought that just came in my mind right now. I just said, like, maybe I should get a job. I'm like, damn, heck no. But maybe sometimes that's what you have to do. I don't know. Like, these are the thoughts of an entrepreneur. Usually I wouldn't want to share this, because this is kind of embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? But I think that maybe, like I said, maybe this can help somebody who might be going through the same struggle and they don't know what to do. Sometimes when you're stuck, literally, you can't move. It's 5 a.m. You were trying. You had a thought to grind, but you were stopped. Let's see how we can add some value to the community to get to make something happen, right? Let's see how we can add some value. And I'm gonna go inside, hop on my computer, and let's see how we can add some value. And I'm gonna try my. All right, so I went inside. I had to just reset my nervous system really quick. I had to take a deep breath. I had to just take a deep breath for a second, because when you wake up in the morning to get that grind and something like that happens, sometimes you just need to breathe. That's all you can do in that moment, right? So I just had to take a deep breath, breathe, drink some water real quick, and just kind of just like gather and just calm down. Sometimes you have to regulate and calm your nervous system down a little bit. So I didn't know what to do. So I went to ChatGPT, which is crazy, right? I went to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT kind of told me what to do, helped me, kind of guided me through it. I guess all I needed to do for my car in that moment was to kind of prime the engine a little bit. I had to put the key in, this is crazy. I put the key in, and this is what happens when you buy used cars too. It's annoying, but hey. But to prime the engine, then I had to, while starting it, I kind of had to push the gas pedal a little bit, because I think there might be some fuel issue, or I'm not sure, but I had to push the gas pedal as I was starting it and then the car just started. So I tried it again after doing some research, and the car is now back on. We're back in the motion. Let's get it. It's Friday. I've already missed an hour. I'm wasting time. I'm still vlogging and stuff like that. So let's get this money. And at 9 o'clock, I have an appointment with the mechanic. Thank God. And we're gonna figure out how we can. I'm gonna let them know what just happened here, and let's see if they can hook me up or something like that. Sometimes you gotta just stop. Don't stress out. Just take a deep breath. Maybe 3 or 4 of them actually. And it feels so good. You should try it. Inhaling through your nose, pausing for a few seconds, and then exhaling for as long as you can. The magic is in the exhale, right? But once my nervous system was reset, it allowed me to think clearly. There's nobody I could talk to right now at 5 a.m. But I figured it out, and now we're back up and running. I'm just letting the car kind of sit a little bit while I talk to you guys, because I'm like, dang, I That was very, very scary what just happened here. So I'm gonna try to keep this bad boy running, and then we should be good to go. And here's that house I was talking about earlier. Like, look at that. Like, it's not even like, this is obviously gonna need to be torn down. I'm not sure why they haven't torn it down yet. And then look, right next door, there's this house right here that's like, clearly that needs work, right? So these are the type of houses right here that when you're driving through the hood, you can actually see these cool houses right here, for rent signs, and you know what I'm saying? These type of houses right here, as you're driving, you can check. This is that same neighborhood. I'm not sure if you can see the construction, right? They're obviously trying to fix something over here. They're fixing the roads. Properties are trying to be fixed on over here, and they're trying to do some work over here. And check this one out right here. This one looks like it was, like, obviously somebody must have bought this plot of land or bought this house, right? And well, it looks like it was just a plot of land at one point, and they must have bought it and tore it down, or whatever kind of house it was, or if it was a lot. They just built this house on it, and it's going to be fully remodeled. Same area. This right here, what you consider a cash buyer. So we're going to hit them up and see if they would like to buy other properties. You see what I'm saying? Because look, right next door, we got this house that looks kind of a little bit rough. You see what I'm saying? So we out here driving Uber and Lyft, but we still out here trying to make the bigger money. You gotta stack the small chips while on the hunt for the big ticket items. You feel me?